Hello. Is this
Hey
working?
there, Knight. Yeah,
Hello.
we can hear you. Yeah. Welcome to
Awesome.
our space. Yeah, we'll get started in a couple of minutes here as more people come on in.
Gotcha.
All right, we'll go ahead and get started with our updates for the week, and then we will talk tonight here. So, some of the big updates we have one click support from Eat to Stars via Squid. Um, the auction time has now been reduced to 5 minutes from 15 minutes for the previous bid increment. The Loom community pool spend, I believe, is now not passing. There was a long space about it, I think, right before this. I've yet to hear it. The prop for interchain NFTs is passing. Uh, Stargaze is at Cosmoverse. Shane's talk will be on day one, and it will be streamed at 1:10 p.m. UTC. And if you are in Istanbul for Cosmoverse, keep an eye out for a Stargaze little side event. Community vote actually needs only one more project to be in play, as it's been more than 2 weeks. And if you guys want a little bit of alpha, there's a one-click buy with IBC assets coming very soon, similar to going from Eat to Stars. And this real world winter we have will be live very, very soon next week. You'll learn more about it during Cosmoverse. With that, I'd like to introduce Knight, our featured artist for the week. Welcome.
Hi, it's nice to be here.
Thank you for joining. Tell us a little bit about yourself and the project.
So I'm just an art nerd. I really like art, and then I really like. Recently, I saw like Midjourney came out, and I started playing with it, and I couldn't stop. It was just way too much fun. And then you do it long enough, and then you realize, oh yeah, to make a series of things with the same vibe, all you have is swap out one little piece. So that's what I did this time. I did it before with Xenocrypt, and then but this time is just different, where it's meant to be like a childlike innocence to it. There's that, but then there's these like really dark emotions that you have to kind of feel through because it's a bear market, and Osmo was like 30 cents, and it was $10. So there's stuff. I think that's kind of the main inspiration for it. But they're all generated, and I I'm quite fond of so that's why I chose that medium. Yeah. Are there other things that you all would want to know about?
Sorry, I apologize, Knight. You were breaking up there for me. It might have just been me with my connection. I hope there were other folks out there who heard well. We've got Bonsai up here to help me with the space as well today. Thanks, Bonsai.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I caught the
So,
tail end of that. The when he's speaking and like I'm getting transferred up, I kind of like the audio cuts out for that part. Just as a heads up.
so,
Okay. Is this better?
did you train your AI with Bad Kids?
So I just spin it up new every time on Midjourney. So with Midjourney, you use images as prompts, and then you have you put the text right next to it, and then just it does the rest. It's really pretty easy and fun. I encourage most. I started putting the prompts in the image. If you click on the alt, so people can experiment and see what I'm trying, what I'm doing, kind of thing. And then the art to it is that you'll see is that a lot of the results aren't good. They're pretty bad, or they're just not fun, or something's off. But it's just trying to guess what you want. So then you just slowly over, I don't know, 15 minutes, you kind of coach it and tell it which ones you like and tell it which ones you don't like, and then it will generate more variation. So it's like a generational kind of thing, and by the seventh or so generation, you can get it to be kind of what you want, but it's also very, very like a very eye catch. Midjourney's really, really good at that, and that's why I use because there's
Well,
like a million bajillion things that you can fine tune with a thing, and there's so many different settings. You need like an algorithm to do it for you. It's terrifying. So, but if you use Midjourney, it just looks good. It's kind of amazing after about 7 tries.
What? So I do you have a history as an artist, or what's your
Oh yeah.
history with creating stuff?
Oh, yeah. You know, created stuff and just had a lot of fun with it. And then I went to school for a really boring subject called economics. It's kind of wonderful at the same time, but it's also kind of boring. So I don't know. I did the econ thing for a long time, and then I just kind of the art thing's always been like on my mind of like what I can do. So then you know, paint stuff like now and then I have my own abstract series that I'm painting, but that's a long term project. The rest, everything posted on the Night account comes from an algorithm. I kind of dig it. I like it.
Well, and I was gonna say too, you know, like a lot of times for me, like AI doesn't necessarily like usually catch my eye. One of the things that like I saw with yours was the fact that like going off the bad kids and like making these like different variations and using that as like a marketing tool. It was a baseball head.
Ah,
I always kind of like, you know which one I'm talking
yeah,
about.
yeah. The baseball head. I like that one. Yeah.
Yep. I've always been like a huge fan of like anything like horror styled, you know, like a darker style. I usually like don't comment on newer projects, but like when I saw that, I was like, all right, like he's even got my attention. And like your engagement has been great for essentially, you know, like as far as I know, you didn't reach out to anyone. People just started naturally just picking up on, you know, your tags and stuff. And I mean, your engagement's higher than ours, and you know, I like to think that that says something.
Oh, well, thank you for the compliment. That's very kind. My goal is to have as much fun as possible. And this is the way to do it, I guess. I don't know. I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm having fun though.
What's your journey into NFTs or crypto in general?
Oh, I just think it's a really interesting thing because like it's kind of like the founding fathers of the United States. They had a like a vibe to it. They're these like super smart guys, and they're thinking about how to balance powers, you know, in a certain way so that things work out in an ideal, you know, and then you have an ideal outcome. And it's like, oh yeah, that's really cool, a really cool experiment to do. And then they perform this and blah blah blah. And then the United States kind of like got bloated, and that's okay. It's totally fine. It happens. So then crypto comes along, and then there are all these really smart people thinking about the system again and be like, oh, how can we optimize so that, you know, there's an ideal outcome? And there's a bunch of different ways to do that, and that's really fun. So all these crypto people are like the closest thing, you know, that's like happening again, kind of, sort of, but on the internet, which is dope. That's super cool. I want to be. So and then NFTs are really interesting things because it's like you know, you're just supporting an artist like usual, but normally when you support an artist you just have to hang it on your wall and you have to have people over for dinner and show them, look what I bought, look what I did. You know, it's like, oh, that's too much work. You know, but if you buy an NFT and you just stick it on your profile, it's like, oh, look what I bought, oh, look what I did. And then it's just like this weird group. I don't know, because there's other people who are doing that who have like similar aesthetic tastes, or you know, they appreciate something about the same project that you do, and you get to see what they're up to, and it's very cool. I'm a big fan of it so far. You know.
Yeah. You're into horror much or no?
I just think I like. I want the bad kid vibe to be carried over, like because they have this like stubbornness to them. They're kind of they're super cool. So I want that. I want that to embrace that. And then, you know, it's like when you remix an album. As a if a DJ remixes an album, they always put their own spin on it, and they kind of like push it. You know, you'll have a song that's like really dancey or disco-y or groovy or something, and then they'll push that out. So, you know, they'll loop that through a few times, super groovy bit or whatever. And they're kind of like they're changing the song, but they're, you know, highlighting one part of it and saying, look how great. So I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to do the same thing, but with the Bad Kids art. I'm trying to highlight, oh, look at this, like it really does look bad. Like, kind of fun. So that's why the horror is present. And then sometimes with Midjourney, if you reference something very specific like that, the results get much. Like if you type in like lovely painting of whatever of a teapot, and it's like, okay, you'll probably get something pretty nice. But if you type in like lovely portrait of a teapot by Monet, or you know, pick your favorite artist, you're gonna get a lot better. So that's part. So there's two things to it, I guess.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and take some questions from the audience.
Oh, cool.
Looks like we've got Suryat up here.
Yeah, thank you. I'm curious, Knight, what type of prompt did you use to create these pieces of art?
I'll read it off to you. Okay. It's truly demented is one part of it. Remember. I'm looking for like crayon illustration by if I remember right. I gotta find it in my Discord. I have this Discord channel just for me, and it's just full of Midjourney images. So it's I think it's towards the bottom. I'm not the most organized person ever.
This space was downloaded via spacesdown.com. Visit to download your spaces today.
Here we go. So I started off with primitive crayon illustration of X by a line drawing, chaotic, expressive, messy, horror, dark and truly terrifying, demented, and centered. The centered part is important because otherwise Midjourney will put it wherever it wants. So I started off with those, and then you generate a few, and they're like, all right, they're okay, but this one's really good. So then you save the really, and you keep going. And then once you get about 4 really, now you've got some. So you take those 4 really good ones that you like and use those as images to train off of. So you put those in the prompt right next to the words. So then you keep the words the same. Primitive crayon illustration of X by 3-year-old, comma, line drawing, chaotic expressive strokes, messy, horror, dark and gloomy, truly terrifying, demented, centered. And then you get much more results. And then from there you call the bad ones that are sometimes it'll give you like 4 and like 2 of them are good, or 2 of them look unique where the other 2 look like the ones that had been previously. I didn't want that, so I just selected for the other 2. So then you just go down and you can really make any kind of collection you want using that sort of technique. It's a lot of fun.
And I guess
but the thing is like you learn something, and then like DALL-E 3 from OpenAI comes out, in the next month or whatever, and all this doesn't, it's a useless. It might be because I think in the future what you're going to want to do, go through DALL-E 3 and then go to Midjourney after, because I've seen some of the stuff from DALL-E 3 and it's really precise, which Midjourney is. So that's super useful. So you can get what you want on the page, and then you can make it real pretty with Midjourney. Because I looked at the images from DALL-E 3, and they were like cunning. They were very smart. I really enjoyed them, but the visual, aesthetically, is still superior. So I think that's so like the prompt that I just was telling you about is pretty much or will know it in the near future. Sorry.
Got it. Cool. I'm curious, are you gonna think about using like the zoom out feature from Midjourney?
Oh yeah, no, I've yeah, it's fun. You can I'll do one. You can zoom out, and then I think the very last one, number 587, is one of it's like seen from a distance. I'm glad I included that. There's maybe 3 of those kind of thing. I'm glad I included those in the set, but it's really it gets redundant too quickly. Like if you zoom out a lot, it's just like all you see is these tiny scribbles everywhere, which is fine. It's just not what I wanted. But yeah, they do. You can zoom out a lot, and that's even more fun. I'm doing it now. It's shaping up. It's 62% of the way down.
You must have a lot of credits.
Oh yeah, I've generated a lot.
So, how did you find out about Stargaze or decide to launch your project here?
One of my friends, yeah, they're into crypto stuff, but they're really pretty good about it. Like they don't like to fall for scams or anything. They were just talking about their appreciation for Atom and stuff, the sort of people working on this sort of thing. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then I just kind of stuck around for NightBadKids because NightBadKids is awesome. And then it's getting better and better. Like the marketplace keeps getting better, and the user interface keeps getting better. It's great. And like I don't know who helped me in the Discord, but that was really helpful. I think Sunny or what your avatar says Sunnyside Reap. That was you, right? Bonsai, you were helping. Thank you. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know if he's still there.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for helping me a bunch.
Yep.
You guys are awesome.
Oh,
Thank you for launching your project here. Have you communicated with the other AI artists on Stargaze?
No, not really. I wonder how they do it. Oh, I have seen the raccoon ones. Those were really clever. Those are fun. I think they use ControlNet for that.
I know Moltres has talked about it before, but like I think they used like a custom built solution before like Midjourney and
Yeah.
a Dolly were even like possible. Like I know they like did part of the coding themselves, was my understanding.
Mm.
Both Moltres and both.
Okay, I'm sorry. I think broke up a little bit when you were speaking. I only got half of that.
Yeah, you broke up a bit for me too. What was the most challenging thing about launching on Stargaze?
The ledger part. Don't try to launch using your ledger with launching a collection doesn't work. I don't know why. I think I might be doing. Yeah,
No, ledgers always give
so
issues.
but it's no big deal. I just go a secondary wallet and then send the funds to the cold wallet, so it's no biggie. But I mean, your
Yeah.
guys' user interface is super cool. Like I don't know how to use
Thanks. Yeah,
computers.
that's Stargaze Studio.
I'm
That's
pretty clueless,
that's Sirkin right here.
and even I can get through. It's kind of amazing.
Yeah, another great time to thank Sirkin for all his work on Stargaze Studio and also helping creators launch.
And can you guys hear me better?
Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah, sure can.
Okay, cool. I switched from Wi-Fi to just LTE. If Knight speaks and I'm covering over him, let me know. I'm not sure if I can hear everyone or not.
No, all good. Yeah. If we have any more questions for Knight or Stargaze, please pop up and request to speak. We'll get you guys answered. Knight, do you have any ideas for any other projects in the future?
Oh yeah, a ton, a bunch. I love art. I love art. I'm just gonna keep having fun with Midjourney, and that's how I got into all this. Was just having fun with Midjourney and generating art, and the tools just keep getting better. So I imagine I'm just gonna keep going and have a bunch more fun. I can't wait.
It's beautiful. Yeah. Do you have any advice to other artists who would like to launch collections on Stargaze?
Don't do it like I did it the first. Go have fun on Twitter first, and then make art, or just make. I don't know. I think you go that way. You don't go make a project and then try to shill it. I don't know. But I don't know what I'm talking about. I wouldn't listen to me. That's my advice. Is don't listen. Just try your best.
Everyone's got their own path.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Any more questions or comments for Stargaze or Knight up here? Anything?
Yeah, I mean,
Go
I'll
ahead.
just mention it like fairly neutrally, as I'm sure most of you guys have seen. I'm not sure if you covered it right away or not. I hopped in a bit late, but Prop 223, the Cosmos Millions ones. You guys as the community, just go out and make your voice heard if you have strong feelings like one way or the other. Just wanted to throw that out there because I know that's been a hot topic for the past day or so.
Yeah, definitely mentioned it earlier, and there's a long space about it that happened right before this one, pretty much. About 2 hours long, I think. So go in there and hear what the community and the proposal creators have to say. And if there's any comments, feel free to pop up here. We've got a couple of minutes left. Okay, it looks like we've got Calico Crypto almost up here. Welcome.
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Doing well.
Doing good. Hey, the Halloween collection that you have going on, or that's like up on the 15th for vote or whatnot. Is there a limit? Like, because I was thinking about doing something animated, and those take me a while. So like, what's the minimum number for the collection to do? I have an idea that I really want to do, but like 15 days is, I gotta cram it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. So, and I mentioned this in the creator chat. I said just like a minimum of 8. It's kind of an arbitrary number, right? But I really just kind of picked that because if it's anything lower, I always kind of think like, well, you could do like one-of-one auctions for the same thing, or it would just make more sense. So I just picked out 8 as a number as the minimum.
Cool. I can see if I can do that then. Awesome. That's really all I want to know. Knight, if you want to see someone animating AI a little bit, it's kind of what I do. So I'm trying to branch out a little bit, but it's fun, dude. I get the idea of making art on Midjourney, and it's a blast. I like fellow AI enthusiasts in the space. So welcome.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. That's really nice. I'll send you a piece, a science fiction.
Heck yeah, man. That's awesome. Yes.
Awesome. Great. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys, I got to go. I'm cooking for my kids. So, but thank you.
Have a good dinner.
Yeah, man. Thank you for all for letting me talk. And everybody have a good night.
Thanks, Calico. Any more questions from the community? Any comments? Nothing. Pretty chill week. We do have Cosmoverse coming up as well. Shane will be talking. I mentioned that earlier. So it'll be a fun week coming up. Night. Anything you want to tell us? Anything you want to leave us with? Maybe.
Oh yeah. So the nightmares thing. I made a bunch of art, and it launches Friday. I like it, but it's not everybody's thing. Probably, it's really weird. It's just it looks like a horrible nightmare drawn by a child. But it's encouraging in some sense because we were all children. We all felt very strongly, and they all go away. That's quite nice. I'm trying to celebrate that. That's tomorrow, if you like.
Yeah, launching at 7 p.m. UTC.
Oh yeah, pretty sure that's the right time. Yeah, I still have to change it, but yeah, that's the right.
All right, guys. Thanks everybody for joining us on the creator chat this week. Have a great Freshman Friday tomorrow, and we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.
This space was downloaded via spacesdown.com. Visit to download your spaces today.